Just think about this. Close your eyes. Think about Magic Johnson. You can see the smile. Think about Michael. You can see that cocky grin. Think about LeBron. You can see the imagery. Pre-game, shot. You can close your eyes and there's images with stars. Close your eyes now and do it with Tatum. I don't see anything. 26 a night? Close your eyes and do it with Duncan. I'm not being harsh here. I can close my eyes and I see Magic Johnson smile and laugh. I see Michael Jordan in the documentary, his intensity. LeBron James, say what you want. I close my eyes. I can see his game running down the floor, blocking things. There's a formula to this stuff. Jason Tatum's a great player. That's it.
You know, sometimes I feel bad for Jason Tatum. Then I realize he's a multimillionaire and he has LMA on his arm, so I say fuck all that shit, fuck that nigga. But the feeling bad part comes with all the criticism this dude gets that I think is so unfair. I mean, Tatum's been one of the best players in the league over the last couple of seasons. He just won an NBA championship and he plays for one of the most storied franchises in the history of sports, but yet nobody wants to give him the crown of face of the league, even though he wants it.
Hey, hey,
Now, I ain't gonna sit here and lie. In my past, I definitely have some Jason Tatum negativity on this channel, but I said a lot of that because at the end of the day with Tatum, I just didn't think he was a good enough player to get Boston over the hump as the best player. And obviously I was wrong. The Celtics just dominated their way to a championship while I was struggling to do push-ups at basic training. Tatum's one of those players in the NBA that it amazes me. It baffles me truly how insanely crazy things backfire on him. He'll take their recent game against the Cleveland Cavaliers where they are demolishing them early in the first quarter. Tatum is taunting them, riding high, and then they go on to lose that game to the Cavs. Now everybody is clowning Jason Tatum, and rightfully so. He put himself in that position taunting them like that. But yet nobody talking about the fact that Al Horford was out there looking like a corpse and Sam Hauser played 37 minutes in that game. The bigger reason they lost is that they were facing the #1 seeded Cavs and they were undermanned with no Porzingis or Drew Holiday. But nobody gives a fuck about context when it comes to Jason Tatum. And the perfect example of that is what's happening right now in the NBA with this players versus media beef of who's going to be the next face of the league. Now, I'm not going to get into the whole conversation because that really is a whole different video, but I ain't gonna lie, the Jason Tatum disrespect has to be called out at some point. How is it that you got this 27-year-old, ironically he just turned 27 today, I just found out, happy birthday Tatum, with the accomplishments on his resume like multiple time All-Star, multiple time All-NBA, including multiple first-team All-NBAs, and now an NBA champion, but yet he's not even in the conversation? I mean, you got Anthony Edwards out here saying that he doesn't even want to be face of the league, but yet people are gonna say because he's in Sprite commercials, he obviously does. That makes absolutely no sense. That's all about money, bruh. That has nothing to do with him wanting to be the face of the league. Tatum is openly telling you, I want to be that guy. I want to be the one that the league depends on. But yet, I guess because he doesn't remind these niggas of Michael Jordan with the way he plays, he can't be in that convo? How stupid are you? Tatum is a two-way player. Y'all love that defense, right? He gives you the D. Pause. He's a versatile offensive player. He can play make. He can score in the mid-range, in the post, at the rim, behind the line. He really is everything you want in a wing. He's arguably the most versatile player in the NBA right now. I really don't understand how he is not somebody that is even in the conversation for real. I get that he's not the best player in the world. He's not even really in that convo, but we are talking about the face of the league, not the best player in the league. In a lot of years in the 2000s, Kobe Bryant was not the best player in the NBA. There were times that it was Kevin Garnett, Shaq, Tim Duncan, then later LeBron. But Kobe was the constant thing that the NBA marketed itself around year after year after year. And am I saying Jason Tatum is Kobe Bryant? Hell the fuck no. He ain't even close. But why are you overlooking him for players that don't even want that fucking title? You already sat there and exposed your xenophobic ways, Stephen A. Smith, by saying you don't think guys like Wemby or Giannis or Jokic can be the face of the league because they're not from America. Weird, but okay. But then you look right past this American-born player like Jason Tatum, who's been one of the most successful players over the last decade, coming off a championship at 26 years of age, because of the fact that he ain't jumping like Michael Jordan the way Anthony Edwards does, who has already come out and said, stop the Michael Jordan comparisons, I don't want to be the face of the league. It's insane dick riding what they doing with Ant right now, even though he's saying hop off it. And it just goes to prove LeBron's point that he made about the media. They don't give a fuck about actually glorifying and praising the game to the highest degree. They care about pushing their narratives and agendas and finding their next Michael Jordan, their next Kobe, their next LeBron. When in reality, you got guys like Jason Tatum, guys like Victor Wembanyama, who are winning and producing right now in the moment. Wemby is literally having one of the greatest starts to an NBA career that we have ever seen, and hopefully he recovers from that injury as soon as possible. Godspeed to him. But in any other era, there would be no debate on who the next face of the league is. It would clearly be him. But in this era where you got the media in so much control of NBA narratives, they don't even include him in the conversation, which is fucking crazy to me. And then if I lower the bar and say, okay, pick an American-born player, they're gonna look at someone like a John Morant first because, hey, he jumps high like MJ. And then when he's shooting up too much guns, they're like, okay, let's go to Anthony Edwards because he jumps high too, and he got the handle, he's a guard like MJ was too, and he ultimately throws it back in your face. Pause. Y'all can keep that face of the league shit. I saw y'all treated LeBron over the last 20 years. Tatum's really the only one that's come out and said he wants that responsibility, and they don't even give a fuck. And for those saying that Tatum can't be in the face of the league conversation because he's not the best player in the NBA, well, I say, how the fuck do you know Anthony Edwards will be in that conversation at some point? Because he's not. Hell, when John Morant was being put in that convo, he wasn't close to there. The face of the league conversation is not always synonymous with the best player in the NBA. There have been numerous times in NBA history where the best player in the NBA, like a Tim Duncan, they were never the face of the NBA. Tatum has marketability playing in Boston. Tatum is relatively young. He's highly successful coming off of a championship last season. I don't hear any off the court issues about Jason Tatum. He handles himself pretty professional. I mean, hell, like I said to start off the video, the man is in a relationship with another celebrity in LMA. He checks literally every single box. Now, I will admit, the man is corny as fuck. Calling this man the anomaly is so fucking strange. I'm not even gonna spend time talking about that. And all the attempts of him trying to recreate iconic moments from the past, whether it's with quotes, pictures, that shit is fucking insane. I ain't gonna lie to you. Brother, you are not Steph Curry. You are not Kevin Garnett. You are not Kobe. You are not Kanye. You are Jason fucking Tatum, who plays for the Boston Celtics. Act like it. But regardless though, that shouldn't matter. LeBron James is the face of the NBA right now and has been over the last 2 decades for the most part. And the nigga posts videos of him singing songs that he doesn't even know the fucking lyrics to. If that's not the most corny shit you've ever seen, I don't know what is. To the fans, you need to stop making excuses to not give Jason Tatum his rightful props. And to the media, y'all have been a fucking disgrace over the last couple of months. We have gotten great hoops everywhere you look, but yet you spend all day criticizing the game in negative lights and talking about these young players don't want it the way that Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins, Charles Barkley wanted it, as if Charles Barkley gave a fuck for real. It's insane all the negativity y'all overlook about y'all's generation because y'all want to prop up Michael Jordan so much and use guys like Michael and Kobe to shit on every single superstar that has come after them. Tatum just turned 27 years old today, so he realistically will probably never be in the face of the league conversation. That should have been something started a couple of seasons ago. But if you ask me, Adam Silver, look at all the options you got right now. Why is Jason Tatum not one of them? That's all I'ma say.